What's going on, everybody? Shane here from Oversplay Gaming, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Jon Stauffer from Nine Dead. How the hell you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
I am doing fine. I'm glad we finally got this all scheduled and set to go. And as you're watching this, we will be talking about a very special announcement. But that being said, I want to go off of, again, you got an ECW shirt on.
Always, 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 bud.
And that's what's this connection is coming from, our love of wrestling. And I'm happy to announce Nine Dead is on our charity wrestling show, Bleed for the Cause, Tables, Ladders, and Charity, which will be happening September 19th and September 20th out here in Los Angeles area. If you buy a ticket for the main event, you get into the pre-party for free. Better go. But let's dive into your love of wrestling first before we get into this side project of whatever you got.
Yeah,
You know?
what's Nine Dead? It's talk wrestling.
Right?
Basically, it started like when it all started for everybody for the most part when we were like how old? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. So I had an uncle of mine. My uncle's only like 10 years older than I am. So he was at home when I was born in 89. So he's only 10 years older than I am. And I'm only 36 now. So he's 46. So he's 47. But he, watched wrestling. And I think my other uncle, and I even think my mom kind of dabbled in it because, everyone knew Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and Macho Man and that whole era, Blue Cage era. But, my uncle being the tiniest of the bunch, he was really into it. So remember, like back in the day, the cases for VHSs were like gigantic boxes.
Yes,
like
those big
yeah.
boxes, yeah.
So I have like distinct memories, like way back in the day, like I had my little Disney, or like my Milo and Otis little VHS or whatever, but it wasn't this gigantic big blue thing, and I popped it open, and it's fucking blue steel cage match. It's a Macho Man. It's Warrior. It's Hulk. It's John. It's Andre. It's everybody, and I'm fascinated. And then on top of that, with the whole MTV generation, MTV was always on his TV, and he had Super Nintendo, and he had like the WWF game on it, whatever. And I was always Doink the Clown because I didn't know who Doink the Clown was, but I knew he was a clown and he would shock people. So like I was always that guy, but definitely got turned on to it at a super, young age. But pretty much probably anyone that's watching this, like they probably got into it at the same age around there. But what got me into the real shit was being where I'm from. We're right outside Philadelphia. I live in South Jersey. You can see the skyline of Philly. Like if you hop on the highway down the road, I'm like 20 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So we got the public channel, like the public access channel, like channel 48 or whatever. And I remember like one night, like weekend, I'm in my uncle's room. Like I wanted to play Super Nintendo or some shit. But I turn the TV on and I'm like flipping channels, trying to find channel 4 or whatever. You remember 4 or 3?
To switch over to the games.
Hell yeah, dude. God, we're so fucking old. So wrestling was on. And I was like, what is this? I'm like, this isn't what the flash, the camera. And then like, I remember too, like, because all that footage that I used to watch, I wasn't watching Raw. I wasn't watching anything live. I was watching these VHS tapes. So it was like 80s based and like super early 90s based. So when, the cameras flashed, it would have that trail to it or whatever. But I'm watching this wrestling ECW. It was like 96, 95, 96. It doesn't have that. I didn't know I'm watching it live or a pre-recorded thing, but whatever. But it was, recent. And these dudes are like hitting each other with chairs. And WWF did that. I don't call it WWE. No one does. Come on. So WWF, they were doing chairs and stuff. And I remember seeing Steel Cage and all that. But this was different. It was like real. And then I heard the music that they were using. And I was like, I know that song. Like, I know what's going on in this. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the sense of like the programming, but they're playing White Zombie, Metallica. They're playing like the music,
It was the more heavier side of wrestling. It was embracing the underground. It was embracing, the the more violent side of things.
Yep. And I remember going to school and being like, and this is full blown elementary school. And I was like trying to tell my friends, I'm like, I'm telling you right now, there's like a wrestling show I found on, on TV. And it was at late at night. And I remember South Park was also super late at night. It was like 10 o'clock at night. Like you could only watch South Park on like the weekend, Saturday or Wednesday when it aired, but it was only at 10 o'clock at night or even midnight. I forget. But I was like, it's super late at night, and they were like, no way, no way. And I'm like, I'm telling you. And I was like, they're playing they're playing the heavy metal and stuff. And that following weekend, I remember like being like glued. Like I was explaining, like, I don't know what channel I was on. I just knew it was the weekend because he was at work and I was in his room and I shouldn't have been trying to play Super Nintendo. But ended up finding it with ECW. And it was ECW before they had the second intro. So it was the Counting with Nine Inch Nails, and then Thunderkiss 65 with White Zombie. So I got into it with that era, and I fucking fell in love. Raven, Dreamer, I thought that shit was real. Like going to the camp, and you know what I mean? Like we're all becoming of age, so it's like I remember when some kid friend of mine or whatever stole the girl that I wanted to be with, and I'm like 10 years old, you know what I mean? So I was like, this shit's real. Like Raven's my guy. And then here comes little Spike Dudley. And I was like, I was short, tiny. So I was like, I relate to that guy. But, I love the way Raven looks. And it was just so real to me. And became fully engulfed in wrestling as we all did in 98, 99, 2000, 97 even. Like, Monday Night Wars. I knew what WCW was. My very first wrestling T-shirt was the diamond from DDP, which is awesome because shout out DDP, shout out DDP Yoga, and shout out Rob with what I do with Powerbomb Prints Screen Printing Company. I print the T-shirts for DDP Yoga. So it's cool how that my personal full circle, dude. My very first wrestling shirt that we ordered off the TV, like the 1-800 number or whatever. My pop ordered it for me, and then now I make T-shirts for Paige. So it's super sick. Yeah, but yeah, that's awesome. Basically it. It's right then and there. That's how I became obsessed.
Yeah, especially with ECW, it was always helping out the underground and doing not the mainstream music and everything. Do you think
it was so real?
Yeah, do you think that influenced your taste in music as well and got you into a lot of bands?
100%. It showed me bands. I didn't know who Head PE was. I didn't know who. Also rap. I remember hearing Wu-Tang. I didn't know it was Wu-Tang or whatever, but I remember hearing Wu-Tang, and especially the commercial blocks, because here they always ran the commercial blocks in between the programming. You can see it on old VHS bootlegs. You can watch it on YouTube or whatever. You can even, I think there's an ECW commercial block YouTube channel that you can just watch YouTube, their commercials that they used to have, and they're playing super sick underground rap, and I thought that shit was cool. And then they played mainstream stuff like Busta Rhymes and and I was like, I know this song because yeah. I'm watching MTV as at the same time that at night here comes ECW. You know what I mean? So I was like, this is literally everything in a fucking ball in my life.
Yeah, that's fucking great. It's all coming together, and it helped you influence it. When did you know? Or when did you find out you're like, you know what, I want to do music the rest of my life. I want to get into this. I want to play. What set that off for you?
Honestly, my uncle Mike, he played guitar forever, and he's the metal guy, he's the reason why, I was listening to Megadeth and Slayer and Pestilence and Cancer and Death. I'm fucking 7, 8, 9 years old. But then I found Korn. Once I found Korn and the whole new metal thing, and I'm not even talking I didn't find them in 99. I found them in 96. I had Life is Peachy on a cassette tape. I would distinctly remember having a Sony tape deck because my parents didn't trust me to have a CD because I fucking scratched the CD. because I ruined a video game that my uncle had. It all comes back to my goddamn uncle. I think he had like MK Trilogy or something, or Killer Instinct or something for PS, and I scratched the fuck out of it because I didn't know you had to push it down. I just put the CD in and just hit
And it just
go.
started spinning and flopping
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, dude, and it didn't work. So I just gave up and went around, rode dirt bikes or whatever. He came home from work, and dude, that was to this day like. It's one of my PTSD horror stories as a kid. Like I remember like getting screamed at, like what? And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Doesn't work. I'm out of here.
It's on. It's just spinning for like 5 hours straight.
You're like, hey, uncle, your shit doesn't work.
It worked before, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely getting into just metal and seeing it. You know, in Ace Ventura, Cannibal Corpse whipping their head. I always thought that was really cool. The headbanging. I was like, I want to do that. That's cool. Then it was cool when I'm a TV kid, dude. So like VH1 had Behind the Music, and like it was like Megadeth or something, Metallica, like 97, 98, and just a story, just sitting there after school, like getting off the school bus and like climbing on the couch with a fucking Hot Pocket, and I'm watching VH1 Behind the Music or whatever. And TRL. TRL was sick too, like the OG Carson Daly one.
Yeah,
and,
that's definitely showing how old we are. I'm not as
dude,
old as you. I'm only 33, but still, I remember catching the tail end of that stuff. You know,
bro, it was that, and that's what made me want to get a guitar. I was like, I got a bass at first because of Korn. I was in fourth, I want to say fourth grade, third grade or fourth grade, and because Got to Life was out. Got to Life single came out, but Follow the Leader didn't come out until the fall or whatever. But that click, I knew already because I already knew who Korn was because I heard the song Adidas at this campground. I like to distinctly remember like key points. Like I heard Korn in this campground down the shore as a little kid, and I said, "What the fuck is that? You know, that's not Stone Temple Pilots. That's different." Wow. It had that. It's Korn. It had that, especially Life is Peachy. It has that weird aura about the sound on that whole album. But I went out, birthday, I got the cassette or whatever, and I had a cassette, and I knew who Korn was, but the logo was different. It wasn't like the logo before. And then my uncle turned me on to the first album, and for the fall, I got Follow the Leader, but I wanted a bass, so it was like third or fourth grade, but I got a bass, and I just slapped it. I just wanted to be fieldy. I don't know what I was doing. And then I don't know, something clicked. I heard like Megadeth. I got really big into Megadeth, even though I was getting so deep into Korn, and like Limp Bizkit now just popped. I remember getting Napster like the way before Kazaa or Morpheus or LimeWire, like getting Napster on 56K to fucking dial up and downloading like Hangar 18, and I'm hearing like these sweeping arpeggios, like these, and then again VH1 Behind the Music, seeing Metallica, who they were, and whipping their head and taking over the world. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to play guitar. I want to whip my head. I want to fucking play as fast as I fucking possibly can. And I think we traded my bass in or something, but I ended up getting a guitar, and I literally never put it down since.
No, I mean, your evolution in music, it's like everybody's got their whole story. You're like, I wanted to do bass, and now I'm like, nah, I kind of want to do guitar and play as fast as I can. As you were exploring all of those influences and everything, how do you try to put your own spin on things? How do you put your own style on things? And especially when it comes to every guitarist has their own special gear, special guitars, pedals, what have you. What defines your sound now?
Anger. No.
Hey, you still need that, right?
Yeah, no, trust. Yeah, it helps.
Or as you get older, you get more mellow. You're like, I'm fine now. I got all the angst out.
Yeah, now we're gonna start just playing like reggae and just jamming because now we're just happy people.
Yeah, exactly, right?
No, dude. Taking elements of everything, like not so much taking, just being influenced more so. Like, I play an Ibanez 7-string, obviously, because of Korn. Like, there's like not Wes Borland, even though he was on it, not Orgy, not any of the, not Fear Factory, not Dino, not anybody. Fucking Monkey in the Head are the reason why I even picked up Ibanez. I said, I want that guitar. And even when I got my first guitar, which wasn't an Ibanez. It was like a Yamaha, but it looked like an Ibanez, and I was so stoked on it, or whatever. And then finally, after progressing it, I ended up getting like an Ibanez with like birthday money and like chore money and whatever. But definitely influenced from Korn for having the 7-string, for having that deepness, but not mud. Like we're not tuned. And our tuning is the literal verbatim same as Korn. It's ADGC. It's just one full step down all the way. So it's not mud, but it's heavier than an open B is. It's open A, but it's standard. I don't do the bar chords. I play a power chord. And then it was like high school. You can only get so heavy because, like, I'm really big into slam. I got real big into, we kind of break away, especially when Korn became not cool. Like, you couldn't listen to Korn, like, with your buddy. You can only listen to him, like, at your house.
In private now? What's
literally.
this Korn shaming? I never had that. I just love Chris blasting it.
Oh, man, it was bad.
Maybe that explains why I'm not that cool.
You're the coolest dude. No. Once you get, like, you can only listen to the same music, you're going to find new, you grow.
Yeah.
And then, that's when I found, like, I already knew of Death because I remember listening when I was, again, going back years with the ECW thing. I remember my uncle having, like, this crazy, like, guy in a desert holding his face, but his face is like nothing. Leprosy, dude. And I remember it sounded like being, and then hearing, because he had Human. Mm-hmm. Human's my favorite Death album. But it's sonically, I think it's their best lineup. Shout out to Richard Christie. I know he's not on it, but like, I'm sorry, Richard Christie. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's Human from the production, the way it sounds, how scooped the mids are to. It's perfect. It's perfect, and it sounds like you're in the fucking desert on a sand dune and you're dying. Like, it puts you in the spot. That's how I felt anyway. So I remember hearing songs like, holy shit, I know that song. I remember, like, it unlocked a core memory because I haven't listened to it in so long. And then found Dying Fetus. And this is like 2000, like, that's when shit sucked. So, like, POD was on the radio and everything else. And it was like that whole post 9/11 world where, like, the songs were happy and everything. But I found, Death and I found Pestilence and Gorguts and, like, all this, because Soul,
a lot of the tech death stuff.
Yeah, I was real big on SoulSeek, on music trading on SoulSeek, and that was like the era at like Kaza, LimeWire, SoulSeek. It was like the beginning of it right there. And I would get Death albums, and then I found Dying Fetus, and Dying Fetus turned me on to Decapitated, and then I was like, once I heard Decapitated, I was like, holy shit, and then I heard Fetus, and I said, holy shit. I heard Suffocation, and I was like, whoa, this is like grooving. Like, this is
That's
different.
The thing. You go down that rabbit hole, and then you find one
band
after the other.
It doesn't stop, no.
And then you realize, I don't have enough money for all this vinyl or CDs or shirts,
So fucking, it was like 10th grade. Everyone started kind of getting, like, 10th, 11th grade, like, just about to be senior year. Everyone started getting, like, you were emo, you were like ska kid with like the hat thing, and then you were like a fucking death metal head, or like a scene kid, but like death metal.
Scene death metal kid, that's strange. But
so I got turned on to Devourment. Someone showed me Devourment, and then that ran me down a rabbit hole of just slam. Like, I was like, this is the sound that I haven't heard. It kind of felt like hearing Korn, because Korn's so groove driven, and I guess I just took like to that, just being, it's just fucking groove. Like, David and Fieldy are ridiculous with what they can do. And then you're hearing slam, and it's like almost the same goddamn thing. It's like bum, 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 bum.
Well, yeah, you could tell a lot of slam's influenced by the nu metal era, and then they just went heavy. They're like, we're gonna do that, but tune down lower.
Yeah, and just rip double bass the whole time. It's all fours. It's simplistic fucking. I could do it without moving my feet. It's not simplistic. I am not taking anything away from fucking.
I'm gonna just cut that out, and that'll be the next short. It's very simplistic. Please. No, I'm gonna post that, so then everybody can talk shit on you. We need to stir up controversy here. Start
the
some
cap.
beef. We need to add the
right?
show.
Fuck this band. Fuck that band.
Call out Fred Durst so he can come and.
No, he's our boy. Fred's our boy from that cover. So
That's what I'm saying. Start some beef so he can come to the show.
So, and then hearing it was MySpace. Once MySpace came out, 03,
that
04,
whole scene
whatever.
of the MySpace scene of music was so strange, but it helped so many people connect and start bands, and I felt like that whole like MySpace metalcore era, like that was wild. I remember a lot of that. You know? Well,
I remember.
Didn't like Killswitch start out as one? Like
every single fucking band now was on MySpace, dude.
They all started off there. I just remember, now we're getting real old. I remember going onto your profile, like who could have the most metal profile, and like as soon as you go onto mine, it would just like blast like 15 songs, and like all this shit. I
used to purposely get like, oh, the fuck, Torso Fuck. Torso Fuck is super heavy. They're from overseas, and like their song, like I forget which song, but anyway, you just go to the profile, and it was just like, just instantly just shit, like just the heaviest shit ever, and then like at that age you're trying to like hook up with chicks and stuff, so they go to your profile,
the edgy dude,
Yep. And then that's how that's when Suicide came in, and then. Once I heard Suicide Silence, and it wasn't even like just me, it was like me and our drummer Kepley, who I met at a Job for a Cowboy show like a year later from hearing this, because once I heard Suey, I was like, all right, that's the sound. They had. And it was before it was the Family Guy demo. So, it was funny, it was edgy, it had the Family Guy samples on it and all that stuff. But there was something about it. You could hear it. You could fucking hear it. And when I went to I started a band like with my buddies, like in high school, and we were like, we wanted to be Devourment, we wanted to be Suey, we wanted to be like Porno Grind, like we didn't care, like we just wanted to be the heaviest, because the drummer was like 15, but he could double bass, but he could heel toe, and it worked. It wasn't good and it wasn't consistent, like, but he could do it, and I was like, that's it, you're the drummer, and my buddy could sing, so he can make pig squeals, so he's in it. Obviously I've been playing guitar for 10 years at that point, so I was like, I can just palm mute. I'm on a 6-string, tuning down to like G, like trying to mimic what we're hearing with that, and ended up getting a bass player whose best friend was now our drummer to this day, and this is back in like 06, but
damn.
Yeah, and then to go back to the question, it's just pulling parts from music that you like, that you're like, damn, that's a sick riff. Like I personally, so people, I don't know, people who play music can attest to this. Like, you ever hear? I'm like asking the viewer a question.
Answer down below.
Yeah, answer down below. That'd be super sick. You ever hear a riff and you're like, that's a super sick riff, guitar solo, piano part, I don't give a fuck what it is, but you hear something and you're like, this thing would be perfect if it was just played this way. It's already perfect, but like if you could put your, like, what would
your
you
own
do?
Spin on it? Yeah.
Exactly.
What would you do to this riff?
How would you add that extra squeal? Would you add that extra chug? Would you add that extra little like dissonance to it? You know what I mean? You would do something to it that makes you, but your brain as a musician, you hear it. Like I hear music, there's some times that my brother's a doctor, he listens to like Coldplay. Like if only I could have that mentality. It's like being a skateboarder.
Then you'd be a doctor.
It's like,
what are you trying to say? We're not smart. Metalheads aren't smart.
It's like being a skater, or like somebody, and you see a rail, or you see a stairs, or you see like an embankment, and like being an ex-skater, we all skateboarded, like you can, like, damn, imagine if someone kickflipped that. It's the same thing. It's like it's how I hear music. I always hear it, and I'm always like, instead of Korn, you know what I mean? Like they're perfect. I'm not touching their stuff, but but it's just pulling all influences, putting them into a blender, and fucking throwing some ice in it, and then throw some like, shots in there to make it spicy. And then this is what you get. You know what I mean? You get all of our influences, and that's not just metal. Like, well, I love Primus. Our
Love
bass
Primus.
player is crazy with jazz. Like he's a bass player. He's not a metal guy. We're his first metal band he's ever been in, ever. Like he doesn't like metal. Like I think the hardest he'll go is like Tool. And Tool's not fucking. Don't tell him I said Tool's not good, but no, Tool's good.
Hey, I like a little bit of everything too. I seen Tool a bunch of times. They're great.
That's actually pretty sick. You saw him.
Yeah. Are you one of those guitarists that have like 50 guitars and like
No.
300 pedals? Are you a minimalist? You're like, whenever I get a guitar, I have to get rid of something. I can't just have stacks of gear and equipment.
No, I actually don't want to be that guy.
I know plenty of them.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's no reason why people can't get a good proper tone out of good proper equipment. My pedal board that I have now, it's not a pedal board. It's a noise suppressor. It's a noise suppressor. It's my channel switch. I use a PB 6505 plus Eddie Van Halen head. It's got what I call Shitberg distortion, which is like the clean channel, but you can kind of like turn the gain up. But we call it Shitberg. It just sounds like mud and just shit because it's used for like an intro, like for Tortured. And then I can hit the channel and go into the lead channel. And I sat down for years and years and years and years. I've always done this. I'm a minimalist because I'm broke. I'm poor. I come from not a very expensive household in a sense. So what I got is what I got, and I had to make do with it. So I was able to just dial in my settings. I know what sound I want. I like Slayer a lot. I fucking hate Kerry King. His tone sounds like shit. Like it sounds so bad. But Jeff's tone, you can hear it especially in the South of Heaven album. You can hear both of them distinctively when they do their solos. And I always tune to the left, and I was like, "That's Jeff. Okay, cool." So I wanted that I want to hear what I'm playing. I don't want not to talk shit on Korn. I love you boys, but I don't want that mid scoop. I want to, or like an Injustice for All, or that dime bag tone. I don't want that at all. I want to be able to hear what I'm playing and feel what I'm playing. You know what I mean? Like you can feel it coming out of the amp, pushing air. Like there's not this cut through. It's more of a blowout. Like, whoa. And sat down. I didn't have a tube head. Even with Nine Dead. Nine Dead started in 2020. I didn't have a tube head until 2023. My first tube head is a 6505 plus. And I sat down here in the basement, and I sat down here in the corner with it at like volume 1, which is like ridiculous for a basement, even though we play like kind of loud. But I just sat here and I dialed the tone in. I know what I wanted, and I was like, all right, let me take it up. And I had to like holler up to my wife, like, all right, I want to test it out right now. And I cranked it to 3.5 and fucking bah, 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 bah. And I was able to get the crunch tone that we have without a boost, without an EQ pedal or anything, because you can EQ it on the goddamn head itself. But yeah, like I'm envious of the people who have the quad cortex stuff. But like I said,
I was gonna say a lot of people are shifting towards that.
There's no reason for it. Like, I mean, I get it
because they don't want to carry a pedal board anymore.
Right, exactly. But you don't have to. Like what I was just saying. Like my pedal board is just it's a noise suppressor. It is the channel switcher, the stock PV channel switcher footboard thing, and I use a chorus pedal, but I only use a chorus pedal for ambient space noise. Like if I'm holding something open that nothing plays but bass or something like that. Before I never had it or whatever, but now I hold this. It's actually a flanger. Yeah, it's a flanger. I hold this flanger pedal down. I dialed that in to give me this like rocket ship space type of synth sound. So like if something's coming up, I can have it go, and then I let go of it, and I can just fucking pound, ground pound with the boys. And that's just literally noise. I know you can use flangers for like way more artistic things. I use it just literally for noise, like, but that's it. And I look at other bands every time we play, and this dude comes in he's holding a board this big, and he's playing death metal, and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, it's different if you're like Incubus, like fucking dude. I get it if you're Incubus, if you're fucking Korn or West Borland or something like that. You know?
Like, speaking of things that stand out, did you do the Andromeda track, the acoustic one?
Yes.
That was cool. I dug that.
Thank you. That's so sick. We played it for the first time live this year.
Nice.
We did a little thank you show to our hometown, Gloucester City. We got kicked out of Gloucester City. We didn't get kicked out of Gloucester City, but we got kicked out of Gloucester City. We got there was a venue that shut down directly after we played it. And it's things line up too good for it not to be our fault. Structural damage, and there was a whole bunch of stuff I saw, and I was like, that was a fucking 100% because of us. And then when they reopened, we asked like on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, we're this person, and we can guarantee 250 at the door, like, are you down for it? And they were like, yeah, that'd be cool. Never came through, and it was tour time, and we wanted to take a day off but to keep the tour going with the tour package, but play promoter, like, we're going to take care of this. We'll handle sound. We got everything. We've already done it before. It's already successful. We already know this is hard. And it's like, yeah, fans come out, like, fans come out, but it's like, our wives, our dads, our uncles, our aunts, our friends, this is our actual town. Like,
yeah, hell yeah. Hometown shows are always great.
It's unreal. And they just never responded back. So in a panic, I reached out to a bar. I'm telling you, the stage was like this high off the ground, and it was only enough to hold the drum set. Like, our cabs were like on the ground, but it was fine because like they were like, yeah, you can do what at the door? And we told them, and they were like, all right, well, our cap's 120. And I was like, sick. That makes it even fucking crazier.
Yeah.
And then literally we told the internet that, like, yo, we're going to be half a mile, not even. We were like it was a quarter mile. It was like 0.2. So yeah, quarter mile down the road from Gloucester City. Tickets go on sale Friday. The set at noon. They were gone in 6 hours. Gone. And we were like we could have moved it. We could have moved it. We didn't want to. And you better believe we just were like, yo, come in. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you pay at the door, it's cool, dude. Like, who cares? Like, we had like friends come up like, yo, I didn't get a ticket, dude. And I'm like, I haven't seen you in 2 years. Give me a hug. Yeah, $20. Okay, cool. All right, go in. You're good. And it's cool to be able to do something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's cool.
You know what? It's always cool coming back and doing like small like shows like that, intimate shows too. Like I said, a pre-party. I'm very fortunate you guys are willing to do that as well. That's going to be at Knucklehead. I think the capacity there is maybe 170 or something, 180. It's going to be
it's a party.
It's going to be a smaller, more intimate show. Really killer venue, Knucklehead in Hollywood. That's the pre-party, September 19th. Y'all better be there. I'm going to like subliminally put this in everybody's head.
That's Friday. Friday.
Yeah, and then Saturday will be the main event at 1720 in LA.
Yep.
I think we have a capacity with the ring in there at 700. So
sick.
Yes, with the ring. So that should be killer. And it's always, I just love doing the small shows too, because there's always fun, like I even saw Metallica way back. They played the Palladium out here after the Grammys. That was cool. That was like a small show for them. It was like 4,000 people. It's just very small for them.
But imagine seeing Metallica 4,000 fucking people. Like, that's your basement.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. But I want to talk more about Nine Dead. Screw Metallica, but not really. Please, Metallica.
No. Love you, Lars. Love you.
Exactly. Like, so you guys are a fairly new band, and you guys have made a lot of progress since then. Like, to be honest, your upward trajectory with everything has been pretty good compared to most bands. How are you guys staying motivated? How are you guys evolving? I know since 2022, you've done a bunch of, singles, you've experimented with different sounds. Do you guys think you've nailed down what exactly a Nine Dead album is right now?
I think we found our sound with. I want honestly, and I think we can all agree. I wish the guys were here. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I think we can agree
We should
when.
record this question, send it to him, then I'll just have them all pop up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's about
yeah.
right.
Comment down below, Blake, Kep, Cuz. Comment down below if you think this too, because I'm pretty sure you do. When A Silent Practice came out, that was our single. We understood when the album came out, it was good. Like people took fancy of it. We're like, holy shit! Like there's an acoustic song on there. Like you know what I mean? Like what slamming deathcore band does that? Or what you want to know who? Dysentery. Dysentery did it first. Blue, I
Hey,
copied off you.
Death did voice the soul.
Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
that's Chuck. They're
Yeah,
doing
that
fucking
was
God's
great.
work.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. We're in the dungeon. You know what I mean? It's got to be pig squeals.
Hey,
And
they started there too, man. Come on, don't sell yourselves short.
No, but Etude in B minor. Literally, that's the song. Etude in B minor, done by Dysentery's guitar player on the Gut Rot. It wasn't Gut Rot Split. It was Dysentery's CD. I was like, what is this? And then going back to the slam and everything, the band Dripping from Jersey. Shout out Jersey. Shout out Dripping. Shout out Seb. They did an acoustic track on their shit, and I was like, if fucking Dripping and Dysentery can do acoustic tracks legitimately and like seriously, so can I. And then Andromeda is from. That was a fucking baby. That's from like 2000. That's from like senior year. Like the main guitar run itself is from senior year. And then like throughout the years I would tinkle with it, and then because that guy, our fucking drummer Kepley, it didn't matter if we're here or if we were at a party or a barbecue or something and there was a fucking acoustic guitar sitting over there, he'd always be like, yo dude, play that fucking song. And I'd be like, all right. And I'd be that fucking weirdo at the fucking party playing the acoustic, but I'm playing Andromeda,
That's better than playing Wonderwall the whole time.
Exactly. Oh yeah, no, I'm actually doing some shit. I'm doing some work. And we took it to the studio and it was a fucking accident. Full-blown accident. We were dicking around in the studio and then Kepley brought it up. And then the guitar. So our producer is Chris Kelly. He is a very established guitar player. He just got off a run with Ice Nine Kills. And he's the one who like horned in our sound. He's the one that's with these very, very large professional bands at all times, touring the country nonstop. So whatever Chris Kelly says goes. If he says that part sucks, dude, what are you doing? Like there's demos on my phone from the album that we recorded and we took to the studio. He just went delete. He was like, you're not putting that in there. That sucks. And we were like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? And we didn't know that because we made it, to have him tell us as like a producer in a sense, doing his job, being like the song rules.
Working with somebody you respect and getting that outside opinion definitely helps,
Yeah.
Because otherwise you guys are just sitting around jerking each other off,
Which isn't a bad time. But so having Andromeda, we took Andromeda there and I played it on one of his guitars because I only play with 4 strings and I can't do it on my Ibanez. So I did it and he spun around in his chair like he's at the computer, like doop, 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 and he spins around and he was like, what the fuck is that? And why aren't you doing more of that? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, it's just a gym jammer. So I went to Guitar Center the next day. Dude, I was there for like 2 hours, and I even told the manager, I'm like, listen, dude, I'm going to be here for a while.
Like, can I get that one?
Yeah, literally.
Okay, no, that one.
I did, dude. So Guitar Center has that acoustic room. I fucking played almost every single
Did you
fucking
settle
guitar
on like a
top.
$10,000 Taylor or what?
The very vice versa, dude. I played an $8,000 Martin. It sounded like
Oh,
shit. I played 12 strings. Sounded like dog. I was like, this shit sucks, dude. I recorded that song and bought it. It was a PV. It was $139. I kept the tag on it. I went recorded it and then took it back the next day. Just
hey,
got my money
those
back.
Guitar Center rentals are always fun, right?
Yeah. Shout out Guitar Center. Thanks for
Yeah,
supporting Nine Dead.
exactly. Like, don't go out of business. They might need another acoustic.
But yeah, no, I think it's Silent Practice because the song 115 fucking exploded and we don't know why. It's a banger, it's fun.
Well,
That was
then
the last
you had guest vocals on it from
from Don.
yes, Don. That's right. That's right. And
And
that's a great when you can have people come in and jump on a track and everything. That just lends to makes it special. It's always fun getting friends to jump on it or people you respect to like, holy shit, they're on our track.
yeah, both. And it's cool, like our relationship with him prior to that whole thing was like hi bye at a show. We seen him, we played with him way back in the day with our old band. And it was just a hi bye, shake hands. What's up, bro? How are you? Cool, dude. All right, see ya. We were always nice. And then we hit him up. We were like, yo, dude, do you want to rock this song? It's about aliens. And he was like,
Hell yeah.
fuck yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. I sent him like the iPhone demo and he was like, I can't hear anything. Let's just do it. I was like, okay, cool. He didn't hear it until we were driving to the studio day of. And then Blake handed him like the piece of paper with like 4 bars on it. Dude, it took like 22, 25 minutes, maybe 30. Done. Finished. Done.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, dude. All right, cool. Took him home. But like we clicked. Dude, we were like hyena laughing in like the studio. Like hearing it back, we were like, yo, like hugging because like we kind of knew we captured something, but we didn't know we were going to have a fucking million streams on it. You know what I mean? We didn't know any of that. Then we did it. That was it. 2 months later, we were like, right before it released, we were like, we need a fucking music video. Like, we need a fucking music video. And out of all the songs, we already had a music video for Torture. We already had a music video for Realms because we did those as singles when we first dropped. We first dropped those 2 songs in a sense, and got the video with our buddy Eric, and went out, bought an old TV from Marketplace, bought an alarm clock. I have the alarm clock still. I still have the TV. It's sitting right over there. We built these like alien hands because we had the whole concept, aliens. That was the whole song.
Yeah.
So, we built these alien hands. Well, Kepley built these alien hands. I bought alien hands from Amazon, and they were fucking Frankenstein hands, and they looked horrible. Like, we obviously can't use that. Then Kepley was like, dude, I'm going to get vinyl gloves, and then I'm going to put fucking coat hangers on them, right? So they extend out or whatever. Then I'm going to put plaster in it, but I'm going to put another glove over top of that, but I'm going to delete a finger. So it's like, alien or whatever. And, or yeah, the 4-finger gimmick or whatever. And, dude, he came over my house, like literally the day of like, we're rendezvousing at my house. And then we're going to the video shoot, which Don was on board right away. He was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, it's going to be sick. And, I was like, what the fuck are these things, dude? He came over, they were like white as like dog turd white and like crackling, but they were still like juicy and weak. And I was like, this isn't gonna work. So Kepley's the alien in 115 behind the thing. He's like, doing his little thing behind like the fucking the meat or whatever that plastic is or whatever. It's July. No, it wasn't July. It was August.
Hot as shit.
Dude, it was so fucking hot. We already filmed the music scenes like a million times, and Kepley had to be in every shot. So he filmed his take like 80 times. I had to take like 10 takes. Blake 10 takes, Cuz 10 takes, but every shot, Kepley had to be in the back because he's the drummer. He's there. And So we're like, all right, put this hoodie on, but put it on backwards. Then put the hood up so no one sees you. So he's dying. He like had to like lay on the concrete floor of this like dusty warehouse. And he was like, I don't fucking care that it's so goddamn dirty. He was like, I'm fucking dying. And shot the video for that. And then just released it. And then
it turned out great.
Everyone just took fancy of it. And that's the one that like caught the ears of the right people in the right time. I didn't know. We had no idea about this like MySpace revival deathcore thing going on. You know, it was just us, this other band, and there was like 2 other bands that were doing it. Shout out Tracheotomy. And now there's another. This whole bubble is a MySpace deathcore revival scene type of thing, but like we're considered the uncles, like the unks. They call us the unks. These young kids are like, yeah, fucking 9 Dead rules, dude. They're the unks. Like,
you're like, what does that mean?
We're already old in the genre now. Like, what the fuck, dudes? We're only like 5 years old, but taking grasp the way it did, we would have never thought in a million years it would. Anything we've ever, if you release music or do anything, you never expect it to explode or blow up or whatever, or gain attention.
Yeah, you make music because you love making music. Anything else is a bonus.
But yeah, with a Silent Practice, we knew that was our first single after this explosion. So we were like, dudes, it's now or nothing. Like, we have to prove that we're here. We have to prove that like it wasn't a fluke. Like, we have to prove that like, yo, there's so much more in the tank that the tank is leaking because it's about to explode. So frustrations and everything else in between. Like, there's a riff in A Silent Practice that me and the drummer fucking fought over. Like, not fought, but like, dude, it was bad. Like, in the bass, in here, screaming at each other because we couldn't figure out this one part. Like, it was missing something. And I was getting so fucking frustrated, dude, because I would do something and it was sick, but no. And I would do something else, no. And I would do something, no. And like, we only have 2.5 hours to practice, like once a week. Like, dude, we're fucking killing time. This is killing me. I'm getting fucking pissed. Like, I'm actually getting upset visibly. Even telling it, I'm getting fucking heated. And I cocked back. I was like, all right, well, fucking, you want something like this then? Bah, bah, bah. Instantly, he was like, that's it. Hold on.
Like,
and he got his, he got his phone and he's like, do it again. Hit record and we wrote it down. Boom. Went to the studio. And then that was it. And then we just kept rolling ever since. Yeah, Untold. We've had singles. I mean, shout out to Limp Bizkit. Like, we did Trust.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that was a homage to our peers. That is the heaviest fucking Limp Bizkit song. Like, Break Stuff is not heavy. Break Stuff, stop being fucking corny. Break Stuff is not fucking heavy. Counterfeit's kind of heavy. Sour is way heavier than fucking Counterfeit. Like, I'm a real fan that really listens to Limp Bizkit. Like, Trust is the heaviest fucking song. And we were listening to the Family Values. We're old. We're listening to Family Values, 98. Like, the best Family Values that ever was. And that song, Trust, is on there. And and we were like, this is like, we're in the van, like going to, I think we're going to like the Gathering or something. We were going somewhere, we were traveling somewhere, I think we were going to Ohio, and we were just jamming, just and the song wrote itself, like, especially the album version. I'm too fucking good and fucking proud. I'm going to show you, like, you can hear the highs that aren't even in the song, but the way it's written, it was perfect. And we were like, all right, we're doing it. Suicide Silence, shout out. Did Engine Number 9. Why can't we do Limp Bizkit? But do it right. You know, they did Engine Number 9 correct as a cover.
Speaking of interesting covers, you also did that Christina Aguilera song, which was a fun one.
It's the best part about that whole gimmick is that's just tortured. Like, we've always did that. We have been doing that for at least, on record, 2 fucking years straight. You can go on YouTube and type in 9 Dead Live, And then if you catch Tortured live, recorded in like 2023, Blake always started the song out saying, "All right, this is Christina Aguilera," or even, "All right, this is Genie in a Bottle." And it's just Tortured. Ben, 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 ben. It's just Tortured, and it's so good because now, I'll leak it here. Now we have Genie in a Bottle sampled.
Hell
So
yeah.
instead of even, well, he'll announce it, but like instead of my guitar shitbird, we call it the shitbird distortion, the build up distortion. I'm just standing there, whatever. But the sample plays, and she's like, "I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out, bang!" And then we just come in, dude. We come in, bah, bah, just rip
It's
it.
always fun doing those kind of goofy things every once in a while. You know,
Yeah, we're just having fun. And then like
Exactly.
the fact that got it's at like 3.6 million views, and it's been like a month, and it's like, what the fuck is that? Like,
No, it's great. It's always cool doing those kinds of things that you're like, we're just fucking around, and holy shit, you know. It brings new fans to light that sees, oh, this is Nine Dead. I want to go check out their other shit. Definitely helps you with gaining new listeners, you know.
yes, dude. What's her name? I forget her name.
What
Something blonde or something. But Mick Thompson's, who saw that video and like likes our stuff, and like it says priority. I'm like, who's this? Like, how do you have so many followers? Mick Thompson's wife's sister follows us, and it's like, I'm like
so
sitting there. I'm like,
from like,
I'm like telling
yeah,
everybody, I'm
we
like,
got family members of somebody that
yeah, makes us feel
like,
good.
we're like two people attached from Slipknot actually liking
yeah,
our
fucking
stuff.
sick, dude. Like, dude, Mick,
You
dude,
never know.
fucking
At a
right.
family gathering, she's gonna probably put it on.
It's so funny, and I'm over here like, no, we're not messaging anyone saying, "Can you please push our music?" Blah blah blah. No, just the fact that
It's
I
always
see the
better.
notifications. It's cool
Yeah.
that they kind of see it. They know
It's always
who we
better.
are.
Yeah, it's always better doing it like organically and having
Yeah,
people see your stuff, and then
the
hey, you're
universe.
coming out to the show, come and hang out.
Exactly. If it's meant, it's the universe, dude. I can't tell you how many business decisions and band like riffs and stuff. Flip of a coin. Are we going to keep this? Flip a coin. Best 2 out of 3. Sometimes we do one just to say fuck it. Like let's let
Hey,
the
some
universe really do it.
you're asking the questions before I'm even asking them about your interesting business decisions. How's like the hot sauce coming along?
Dude, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, we got what did we just do? We just did peanut butter. We just did
Really?
peanut butter. We just did
See,
peanut
that's what I
butter
was
and
saying. Any
jelly.
other kind of like, you know, weird things, food things, any other things you guys gotta want to kind of like become the kiss of, you know?
Definitely beef jerky soon if
Oh,
prices go down
sweet.
more, because I've been personally making beef jerky for almost 10 years now, hand cut. I have
Yeah,
a huge
I had a buddy dries his own meat, does all that.
yep.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, dude, there's nothing like legitimate real beef jerky. Like Jack Link, Slim,
Mm-hmm.
even though shout out Slim Jim, they're in our shout outs in our album because all we did was drink Red Bull and eat Slim Jims for like 2 months straight. That we thanked them in our album notes. Fuck fucking Jack Links, anything that you can get at any store. If you don't get it from your buddy's dad, it's
Or
not
like
real
a
beef jerky.
actual farmer or some shit,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
like
you got to
on the-
go to like
driving
yeah.
to the countryside, you see some sign, fresh beef jerky here. Like, oh yeah, stop there.
Yes, there's no question. And no, it's not. It's not juicy. No, it's like bark. It's like it's real. And I kind of want to get. I kind of want us to push that. That'd be kind of cool. The hot sauce did good. The peanut butter and jelly did really good. We had it was bacon. It was crap. It was maple bacon infused peanut butter, all organic. And then we did infusion with the jelly. It was blueberry cayenne, so it had a little bit of a kick to it, but it was kind of like a honey hot where it was sweet but hot, but it didn't linger, so it's good. And it's cool to do little stupid gimmicks like that because it sells, but it also like who you're at a I'm gonna put some peanut butter and jelly sandwich together made by Nine Dead, not Welch's. Like it's funny.
Now, again, diverse, places you've even played. Like you played some like interesting festivals. You're doing this, wrestling hybrid fest, which is going to be sweet. You got interesting merch coming out. Let's start wrapping this all up here with what is the future of Nine Dead, and how do you guys see yourselves, continue to evolve? Like, you're already doing all sorts of stuff,
Where do we involve? We don't and we won't limit ourselves.
Yeah, have an
It doesn't.
open mind to everything. Anything that comes your way. Shit, would you guys ever want to do, like, hell, even like movies or TV, like scores? Or
It'd be just a.
yeah,
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to act. Like
there you go.
we've all done the CKY skits where we act, on our buddy's VX camera or whatever, But to do, let me fix this. Okay, cool. To do musically.
Any nerd shit you're gonna do? What about some games? Do any of that stuff too?
Probably not. I'm the only one that games in the band. Like, literally. Like, I play Counter-Strike and I play Fortnite, which is horrible. Like, sorry, dudes, I play no builds. Fuck builds. And then, sorry, dudes, for Counter-Strike, you can catch me on the ICB server. You can catch me at Dust or at Office. I'm playing 1.8 or 1.7, really. And also Unreal Tournament 99. You can catch me at Capture the Flag on Facing Worlds.
Great
because that's
games.
the only map. Oh, dude, come on. Unreal Tournament, Facing Worlds, Capture the Flag. With this, even the soundtrack with that drum and bass thing going on, like, it's the best. But musically for Nine Dead, we're not going to limit ourselves. You will hear that Friday with our brand new single, God of Mine.
That's dropping the same day as this.
Yes. This
will
drop.
Hey, new single just dropped today if you're watching this.
Yep. Go over to Slam Worldwide. Go over to Spotify. But if you want to watch the music video was filmed, produced, and directed by Eric DiCarlo, who shoots for Lorna Shore. He shot To the Hellfire from Lorna Shore. He does Peeling Flesh. Signs of the Swarm.
Jersey boys too, right?
Yeah, they're all dude. It's jerseys. There's something in the soil, or there's something in the water. It could be the hoagies, or it could be the cheesesteaks. I'm not sure, but regardless, there's something going on in here in the blood of Jersey. But you'll hear something you'll never thought you ever would hear from us Friday, ever.
You mean today? As you're watching this.
Oh, yeah, today. Right now. Yeah, fucking right now.
Stop. All those links will be down below.
Down there.
Is the video dropping today, too, right?
Yes, the video just dropped.
Yes,
so you should really click after you're watching this. If you watch this, which you're going to because this is the best ever, go down below, watch it, share it, fucking share it, like it, comment, be like, yo, bro, I saw you on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'll see it.
When's the new album dropping?
Never. We are very content with not doing an album.
Just doing singles right now.
Singles, man. Until we sign to a major, that's our goal. We want to give a major what
the album.
The album. I don't want to waste what could be when it could be properly represented, because when you write songs, it's kind of different. Like I said, like 115 was one of the last songs, if not like the last song we did for our album, but we were like coming up to time with it. Like, dude, this album has to be released in November and it's fucking July when we're recording 115. So it's like we were really under the gun to really get it done right, to really get it finished. And then we did the same thing with these two singles that we just did. Drowning, which was our most recent single, and God of Mine, which is just freshly released. Check it down
out
there
now. Just turn this off and go listen to it.
Yeah, seriously. See ya. It's over. We wrote those probably the fastest. They were probably the fastest written songs ever. And we even finished them in the studio because we ran out of fucking time. And we're in the studio and like, yeah, dude, we're fucking panicking. Like, is that a good spot? Is that a good part? And then like you hear it back and you're like we're driving home, from the fucking from the studio, and we're like, holy fucking shit! Like, what is that? Like, and that's at the end of the day, Nine Dead makes music that makes us do that to ourselves. Like, I love the fans. We all love the fans. If it's not for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do anything that we're doing right now.
Look, and the fact is, you're DIY till you die. I mean, doing all of the stuff you're doing, and especially as this is dropping, with all this new stuff coming out, you are in Europe on tour as of right now. Talk to your future self.
Oh yeah. Yo, dude, I hope you're liking it. I bet you that plane ride sucked, right? Maybe it was good. I hope it was good. Turbulence sucks, but hopefully you were straight. I'm hoping that you already had a beer. And I'm hoping that you probably had some chocolate by now. And then, yeah, dude, I just hope that you are liking Europe, because as you're watching this now, you're in Europe. So, dude, you did it. You're in Europe. And I'm
Is
talking
that your guys'
to you,
first
me.
European tour?
Yeah, it's our first European tour.
Yeah.
It's our first ever, even as individuals leaving the United States of America.
That's a big deal.
Like,
and
it's insane.
I have buddies in underground bands, all this shit, and they've gotten to do so much just because of the music they love, which is awesome. Like my buddies, and shout out Severus, good dissonant death metal band out here from LA. They've gone to Europe a few times now just because of the music they play. They play like these, underground metal fests out there, and it's sweet. And they're like, dude, without death metal, or I wouldn't be able to see the world.
And it's insane. And not saying that the U.S. and over here is like, whatever. Like, I can see them whenever. Like, no, like the Europeans and like
they come out because they appreciate you coming over there.
They know that you came a very long way. They know you're there because there's a reason you're there. You know what I mean? It's always quality. No one goes over there that's not quality. So it's like, it's cool to see that them, like, we're getting DMs and they're like, can you please hold an XL and a large and a 2XL shirt?
You're already pre-selling merch. Like, holy shit, do we even need to, like, we show up and it's like, Tom, where's a Tom? We have your...
Yeah, there's people that's like, yo, dude, I'm going to be wearing a green bill hat. Like, you have a guitar pick for me? And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Just meet us at the merch table, bro. I got a guitar pick with your goddamn name on it. And it's really cool to see that because, like, they know they don't know when we're going to be back. We don't know if we'll ever be back.
I'm going to manifest it now. It's going to be a successful European tour. And next year, you're going to be hopefully doing this Summer Fest circuit.
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun, dude.
There's a lot of good festivals out there. So hopefully you start getting some offers with all of that.
With the homies on them too. It's not even like, it's like, oh, I don't know. No, every band on like said fest, it's like, oh, bro, he's on there. Oh shit, I'm hitting DMs like, yo, bro, congrats on this. And they're like, did you guys get it? And we're like, no, but it's fine, it's cool,
Especially you guys just did Summer Slaughter out there in Philly.
That was the craziest, dude. That was the craziest. Real quick, that was the craziest 41 hours of our goddamn life. Literally the craziest. We didn't sleep. We all have real jobs and careers and own businesses and everything else in between. So we all worked Friday till 5 p.m. Came home, packed. We rendezvoused here. And then, like, we were all antsy. So, like, let's play Mario Kart and, like, on the Switch or whatever. So it's like, dude, it's like 11:30 at night. It's like, dude, we got to go to bed. We have to be at the airport at 2 in the morning. We're going to get 3 hours of sleep. I went upstairs. My wife and her best friend didn't even go to sleep. They just stayed up and just played Mario Kart while, like, me, Jake, and Blake, we, like, took a nap or whatever. Like, literally a nap for, like, an hour and a half. Woke up from working a full day prior, staying up, having a couple ones, sleeping for an hour and a half, waking up, grabbing our stuff, getting into the car, driving to the airport, go to the airport, check in, do the luggage gimmick, fly to fucking Texas, land at 10 o'clock in the morning in Texas, go to the venue, sound check, then just sell merch, hang out, meet fans. We co-headlined with Waking a Cadaver. Shout out Don. Then went back to the airport. It is fucking like it. There's no sleep. So then our flight got delayed. And then our flight got delayed again. And I'm texting our agent, like, our fucking flight's delayed. I'm panicking. I need a beer. Like, what is going on right now? We landed in Philadelphia. I'm driving 100 miles an hour. I don't even give a fuck. Fuck Philly police. I'm going 100 miles an hour on 95 South. I got to, it was so bad that when we got off the plane, the guys were like, Stauffer, go get your fucking car. We'll get all the luggage. And I was like, yes. I'm running. Swear to God, verbatim, I am running through the airport, through all the security, through outside, up. I realize I'm at fucking D. I parked at A. I have to run all the way to fucking A, get my car, got the guys. I'm getting yelled at by the fucking PPA people that are like, you can't park here and wait. I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm waiting for my guys. We have to be somewhere. And the cops, they don't give a fuck. So I was just going to take the ticket. I was like, how much is the ticket? And the dude was like, it's $42. And I was like sitting there and I was like, I'm about to just say, give me the fucking ticket. I'm not moving. Like, I'm not moving. I don't care. And here comes my guys running out. I'm like, there's my guys. And he was like, all right, you're good. So they come in. We park the car, walk in, check in. 45 fucking minutes later, we're on stage. Dude, it was the craziest 42 hours, over 3,100 miles, almost 3,200 miles worth of traveling, and 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep. It was insane. But the whole gimmick, and anyone that's watching, it's like, I'm going to start a band, and I want to do stuff like this.
You got to be prepared for this shit.
It's the whole running gag is, do you want it or do you want it? Like, fuck sleep, fuck travel, fuck happiness, fuck normalcy, fuck finances. If you want the road to pay you back, you have to pay that fucking toll. Straight up. 100%. And where we are at now, I understand that, because when, we were coming up, we still are, every band's coming up forever. But when we were coming up, we were kind of getting told this by our peers. So we were warned in the sense, like, hey, dude, look at the fucking VH1 behind the music. You know what I mean? Like, the road will fucking kill you. Literally. Like, literally. So just pay your tolls. Karma is real. Be fucking nice and have fun. And that's all we're trying to do, dude. We're just trying to have fun.
Exactly. You guys are definitely putting in the work. I see it. For as long as Nine Dead has been a band, you've progressed tremendously, as well as what you're saying. All of these shows and everything, and you guys want it. You guys are gonna get it. This European tour, I'm stoked for that for you guys. And then coming back, and I really appreciate you guys doing this charity gig. When's the last time you guys even played LA?
We were in Cali. We played Lake Elsinore. We played Lake Elsinore in almost a year ago. It was February. We came out there, and we had the boys from Suicide Silence. The Suey guys came out. We did the Garza podcast, and then we did like an all-nighter at Dan Kenny's house, making tacos and watching ECW. Where we were watching, fuck, we were watching. Hardcore TV, like 98, like for like 4 or 5 episodes, and then finally my drummer kept like, he fucking hates wrestling. He's like, dude, can we just fucking watch like Dogs or something? Like, why are we watching this? Like, I don't give a fuck. And you're playing
a wrestling show. No,
he's cool. He likes it.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm stoked for you guys.
We're so excited. It's our first show back on U.S. soil, so it's super. It's that much more special. It's the West Coast. We love the West Coast. We're so excited to be out there. We have friends on the show. Like we're stoked. It's gonna be a really good fucking time.
Hell yeah, everybody. I would like to thank you, Jon, for joining me while we talked about all this cool shit, everything that you got. Again, their new music video just dropped today as you're watching this.
Hello.
They're currently in Europe on tour. Be sure to catch them. By the way, who are you guys touring with again? I had it up for a second, but I forgot.
We will be supporting Visceral Disgorge, the homies out of Baltimore, and Visceral from Indonesia? I'm not sure. They are so traditional slam, dude. It's just slam on slamming deathcore.
Bodies on top of bodies, dude, will be
hammers. It's just
shows.
Hammers, dude. It's hammered. Nails are getting driven into boards.
Hell yeah. So again, September 19th and September 20th out here in LA at Knucklehead on the 19th, the pre-party. And if you get the ticket for the main show, you get into the pre-party for free. They will be at both events, as well as, like, hell, the flyers up here. We got so many good bands. You got Rip to Shreds on there, Mutilatred's on there. That's their first West Coast show.
They're the homies.
Yes. And then you got Morden Red from Texas. This is their first LA shows as well. It's an interesting lineup. Got lots of friends on it. It's going to be a killer time. So come out and support and, jump off the top rope and bleed with us.
Yes.
Because, again, all profits are going to the LA Children's Hospital, because every month should be Children's Cancer Awareness Month, but September is specifically Children's Cancer Awareness Month. And I hope you all come out to support. We'll have, like, tons of giveaways, tons of raffles, all sorts of shit, So, John, thank you again. I hope you're having a good time in Europe right now. And I'll probably be talking to you and texting you all of this. Hey, it's out,
Yeah, hell yeah. And I am having a great time in Europe right now.
There you go. So everybody, please look at the links below for everything. 9 Dead and more. Till next time, everybody. Take care.